The following is a special presentation of the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. This is the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show. Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show, where we cover everything on the court with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights basketball team. We'll recap the last 3 games of the regular season with Washburn, South Green, and Independent Athletic Ministries. But first, before we do that, we need to go ahead and get a spot break in first. So we'll be right back after these brief messages here on First Horizon's Green Sports Zone. The Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show is brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Tommy's Plumbing, Terry's Flooring, and by First Horizon Bank.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights basketball team. As always, joined here with Black Knights head coach Tanner Earley. Coach, how's it going?
Good, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's finally district tournament time.
We're here.
We're actually 25 hours away from your playing game starting at the time that we're recording this. Before we start and get into the recap part, how are you feeling going into tomorrow?
Well, considering this is probably the best we've played all year, we're very confident.
Yeah.
I told the girls, like the last couple of games, you want to be playing your best basketball when the tournament starts. You want to be the hottest going into the tournament, and truthfully, that's where we are. So the coaching staff's confident. I know the girls in the locker room are very confident, and we're very excited.
I think we talked about it last week, how you turned it around kind of at halftime of that Unicoi County game.
Absolutely.
And it carried over considering we have 2 losses to talk about out of the 3 games, but in those 2 losses, you have a 66-55 loss to Washburn whenever it was a 34-point loss the first time, so there's a 23-point difference there, and then a 65-60 loss to South Green whenever you had a chance to either cut it to 1 or tie the game with a possession with less than a minute, and then you pick up that win over Independent Athletic Ministries to close out the regular season. But let's lump both of those losses in there because I don't remember the South Green one off the top of my head from the first time, but we spoke about the Washburn one before we started the recording. How did you feel about both of those games knowing the improvement that you saw on the court?
Washburn, they really laid it to us here. We got off to a good start here, and then boom, they went on like a 20-0 run on us. So they're a good team.
Yeah, capable of doing that.
I think they're like 15th in the state in 1A. I think.
Wouldn't surprise me.
They're like 20-something in 5, if I'm not mistaken. But so we go down there, we challenge the girls. Hey, it's a good team. This is going to get you ready for the district tournament. We go down there and fight our tails off. Chloe Kirkpatrick did not miss.
On fire.
Did not miss in the first half. She hit 8 threes for the game. I think she hit 6 or 7 in the first half. But she was unbelievable at Washburn. I really haven't seen anything like that in a long time. And that's the player we've known she could be all year. She's really hitting her stride at the perfect time. But it wasn't just her. Everybody. I mean, we go down there. We're down 1 at halftime, down 3 going into the 4th. So we were right there with them. And they had a senior, number 5. I can't remember her name. She had 33 on us. Mm-hmm. So she probably had 6 or 7 threes of her own, and she killed us. But super proud of the game against Washburn.
And a lot of history in that game also because Chloe, with those 8 threes, I believe, ties the single-game record for three-pointers. And with as many as you hit in that game, that could potentially be the single-game record as a team for three-point field goals. So how happy were you with how you were shooting from beyond the arc in Washburn?
Well, I think it's something we've known for a long time we could do. It's just taken us this long to do it.
Yeah.
We've got shooters. We've got players around the perimeter that can really fill up the score sheet when they want to. But it's finally clicking at the right time. I do think, from what I was told, we set the record for a team in Chuckey-Doak girls basketball history of three-pointers made in a game. And it's crazy we lost doing that. That's actually unreal to me. But From what I've been told, we do. I'm going to have to go back and look, but I think, hold the record for most threes in a game.
And you carried that over into South Green because you hit 10 in that game.
100%.
You have a standout performance from Corey Holyfield.
Holyfield.
I messed it up on the first time, so I wanted to make sure I got it that time. And you lose that game 65-60. I went back and looked. I think a 13-point loss the first time there at South Green, 62-49.
Yes.
And then you chop 8 off of that, and it turns into a 5-point loss this time, going back to talking about the improvement that you made. But shot well, had it right there at the end. Actually cut into 3 double-digit deficits, but just couldn't get that last one to fall when you needed it. Take me through that South Green game on Friday night.
Well, I think first quarter we're down 15-16-9, and we could have put our heads down right there, but we didn't. We ended up going into the second quarter, I think, outscoring them. We're down 1 at the half. I think it was 30.
Tied it at one point, 29-29.
Yeah,
it was 30-29 at half.
Right, yeah. We go down at the half, but I feel like every time we would cut into the lead, we'd be down 8, we'd go down 5, and if Hosey wouldn't just bang a 3 on us, she hit 6, I think. 5 or 6.
5, yeah.
She killed us. I know Courtney had 28 on us, but I think Hosey was the real difference maker against us. Because like I said, we'd cut the lead, and bang, she hit a 3 on us. And it just, God, every time we would cut back into it. But I was unbelievably proud. Like I said, since the Unicoi game, we have really kind of turned the corner. They finally are believing in themselves. The confidence has been out the roof for us. And it's showing. We're playing really well. South Green winning the district, and you go tooth and nail with them all the way to the finish line. With the environment we had Friday night, it was crazy in the gym. That's what it's all about. And like I said, even playing South Green, teams like that gets you ready for Wednesday for sure.
And it was a 13-4 run going into halftime. Yeah. I remember down 29-16, and then you actually go on a 13-3 run to tie, and they have that free throw to take the lead going back into the half. So going into halftime right there, and then coming out of halftime, falling behind double digits again, and then coming back again. I think you trimmed it from double digits back to a couple possessions in all 3 of the quarters, second,
I believe
third,
you're right,
fourth.
yeah.
But you do that at Unicoi County too, where you get down by a lot and then you pull it back to 8. You've done that a few times here lately in this run that we've seen you turn the corner. So how confident do you feel in your team knowing that any deficit that you see, you've been able to come back from that?
For sure. Like, we've been battle tested all year.
Yeah.
Almost any game we've played, we've been battle tested. Going down, coming back, going down, coming back. It's been the roller coaster all year for us. When we put 4 quarters together, I think we're a very dangerous team. We've been putting 3 quarters, 2 quarters. We do good in the first and second and fourth, but that third quarter we kind of just fall off the map for a minute, and then we can't really come back from it. Well, the first quarter we're off to a slow start, and we have to dig ourselves out of this hole. But that's been us all year. When we put 4 quarters together, we're very dangerous, and I feel like other than the slow start against South Green, if we would have put all 4 quarters together, I think we would have won that game. But, they're a really good team, and hopefully we can do it Wednesday.
I don't know if you put all 4 quarters together on Monday, but you did pick up a win to close out the regular season, 47-30 against Independent Athletic Ministries. I think they're called IAM.
IAM.
I've seen IAM a few times, but I saw the full name on Max Prep, so I've been running with it. But anyway, you pick up a 17-point win to close out the regular season. How good did that feel to end on a positive note?
It was good for the young players. I dressed everybody out on varsity, even the young JV players got some varsity experience, and that was really good for them. To know what kind of the varsity game looks like, the speed, the tempo of it, to let them get kind of used to it. So I think that was more good for the subs. We got off to a good start, and I threw my starters back in there towards the end a little bit, but tried to get them a little bit of rest just to get them up and down the court so we're not stagnant where we just practice. I kind of wanted a game flow with them. That's why we kind of scheduled them last night. So it was a good win. A win's always good. Confidence booster. So it was good for us.
And you stay warm going into Wednesday.
Absolutely.
That's, of course, what we'll talk about in the second half and spend all of our time solely on that. But you've got West Green now on Wednesday down to a 1-game playoff. Of course, the District 1 2A tournament starts on Wednesday with the satellite playing games. Chuckey-Doak will be playing at West Green on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. We'll talk about that in the back half, though. So stick with us, and we'll preview that here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
At Terry's Flooring, we have quality products along with quality installers that can make your space look better than ever before. The craftsmanship that our installers bring to the job site is unmatched. Along with the great installers, we have a huge selection of hardwood, LVP, tile, and carpet. We know that spending money isn't that easy, but at Terry's Flooring, we care about your money too. Stop on in and see my Popsy at Terry's Flooring and allow him to save you money while enjoying the hassle-free experience.
For over 30 years, Tommy's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommy's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Early Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights basketball team. As always, joined here with head coach Tanner Earley. So, still a little bit under 25 hours until tip-off. District 1 2A tournament begins tomorrow with the satellite play-in games, and we've got Chuckey-Doak at West Green. It's a one-game playoff. It comes down to this: to make it into the tournament, you win, your season continues for the minimum of 3 games. You lose, season's over. You go back to your alma mater to play with the opportunity to end their season after 2 losses this year and go to the region tournament. What's on your mind going into tomorrow?
Phew, big game.
A lot.
Yeah, big game. We've seen them twice. We're both completely different teams, I feel like, now. I know they've had some injuries the past couple of weeks. I'm glad to hear the freshman's okay. I'm glad it was a scary situation.
Yeah, we did mention that.
With Betsy?
With Betsy,
Yeah.
So if somebody was keeping up with that, she is going to make a full recovery. Right. Has been released.
Good.
She's good to go.
Good.
Won't be playing the rest of the year,
right.
but glad to hear that she's going to make it back to full health.
Yeah.
Scary,
that's the most important part.
Yes.
But we're preparing for everything, really. It don't matter who they have out there. We have to go do our job. If we don't take care of our job, take care of our business, it don't matter who's on the floor. But it's like I said, it's a big game. It's win or go home. We win, we continue our season, which is what we want. As long and as hard as this season has been at times for us, we want to continue playing. If we lose, it's over. It's part of it.
It's a beautiful game, and it can also be very disheartening. But at the same time, like you mentioned, you got one game to make it into not only the district tournament but region tournament. That's a goal, of course, for Chuckey-Doak, because when Coach Donahue came in a few years ago, that was his ultimate goal: make it to regions.
Same.
You got the opportunity to pick that up now in your first year as a head coach, and if you finish top 2 in the conference, you get there. But I mean, even Unicoi County, who's won 7 in a row, have to play in a play-in game tomorrow with Happy Valley to make it. So you win that game, you get into regions also. How much would that mean to you to make it into regions your first year as a coach?
I think it would mean everything for not just me, but the program going forward. For the girls, I mean, really, if you would have asked us if we would have thought this would be a possibility 2 months ago, we probably would have looked at you a little funny, because, well, I mean, we had just been taking shots all year long with brutal competition all season. But it would mean everything for us, the program, not just me. I mean, the girls do everything. I'm just me, Nicole and Bailey. We're just the voices behind it. So all credit to the girls for sure. It would mean everything to us.
I've asked every coach this so far this week. I'm going to try to make it a trend this week. Scale of 1 to 10, what's your level of excitement?
15.
Okay, scale of 1 to 10, what's your level of nervousness?
Well, in my opinion, if you're not nervous, there's something wrong with you.
Right.
Yeah, if you're not nervous, there's something wrong. So my nerves are out the roof, to be honest with you. I mean, it's especially where the game's going to be at tomorrow.
Right. Alluded to that just a tiny
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, very nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, if my season would come to an end there, it would be a gut punch to me, I think. But if we win,
it becomes a signature win.
I couldn't think of a better building to win at. So, I mean, it's
not only that, but to get the first win in your old stomping grounds to make it to your first region tournament. I mean, that's a pretty marquee win.
So, I mean,
pretty big deal.
That's when I said it means everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much tomorrow night is everything
Yeah.
for us. But like I said, not just for me. I mean, yes, that would be absolutely phenomenal. But it's for us, and that's the mindset we got, and we're ready to go.
A lot mixed into tomorrow, but a little under 24 hours until tip-off. Look, I may not be able to upload this on Tuesday night. If not, it'll be out at Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. So if you're watching this before the game, make it out to Mossheim on Wednesday night as the Lady Black Knights travel to play the Lady Buffs at 6 o'clock on Wednesday for the play-in game in the District 1 2A tournament. We won't preview it because in a one-game playoff, I don't like to look too far ahead, but if you were to win that game, you would play South Green in the semifinals of the district tournament. So that's looking ahead a little bit, but in a one-game playoff, that's all we're even going to cover and talk about. But yeah, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, West Green High School, Jimmy Jones Gymnasium, the Lady Black Knights versus the Lady Buffaloes for a chance to advance to the semis and the Region 1 2A tournament. But unless you've got anything else to add, that's all I've got.
I'm good, Tyler.
I mean, it's the most exciting time of the year. It's the district tournament.
It's here. It's flew by, to be honest with you.
It
is. This season has flew by very quick. I honestly didn't think it would fly by as quick as it has, but it's been amazing.
It flew by quicker this year. I always tell people basketball drags on but flies by, and this year I don't think it dragged by one.
No.
The only week that I will say is the week that we were cooped up in the house because of snow.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it flew by.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's crazy to think we're already 27 games in, going into 28 now, with a chance to add 3 more to it. So, yeah, best of luck tomorrow night out there at West Green.
Tyler.
Absolutely. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Early Show. Look forward to seeing you next time here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.